you need to know how to easily defeat the Moon Lord, stay tuned to this video. What is going on, guys? It is Stormcat here, back with another Terraria tutorial. Today is Moon Lord. Before I get into this tutorial, guys, please hit that bell icon next to the sub button so that you guys are notified of all of my uploads and streams. Lastly, before we get into this Moon Lord guide, please subscribe if you do enjoy the video and to be entered into the giveaway. At 3,000 subscribers, a random viewer will get $20 of any gift card type. Now on with the tutorial. Now guys, in order to spawn the Moon Lord, you will need to defeat the Lunatic Cultist and the Pillars. If you need tutorials for those, they will be on my channel. Any tutorial you need in this game will be in my Terraria tutorials playlist. So guys, once you have watched that Pillars or Lunatic video, you will now be able to fight the Moon Lord. The Moon Lord can be summoned two ways. One, by crafting the Celestial Sigil, which is 20 of each fragment of all the Celestial Pillars, and the second way is by defeating the last Celestial Pillar. Once you guys defeat your last Celestial Pillar, you will have a message at the bottom left hand corner of your screen saying impending doom approaches. As soon as you see this message, you are going to want to go back to your house and gather any potions that you can or that you want to use. Also have your Shroomite armor equipped if you are a ranger class for this fight. I recommend the Vortex Beater gun or the Phantasm bow for this fight. This can be crafted with vortex fragments at the Ancient Manipulator. I recommend using chlorophyte bullets for your vortex beaters so you can focus on dodging the Moon Lord's attacks. The biggest tip I can give anyone for this fight is to move your nurse into a house close to where you are fighting the Moon Lord so that you can heal if you need to. If you want to defeat this boss without exploiting the nurse, I would recommend an Iron Skin potion, a Swiftness potion, a Life Force potion, a Regeneration potion, and any other potions you feel necessary. As I said before, I will be using the Phantasm and Vortex Beater for this fight. The accessories I will be using are the lightning boots and any set of wings. In this case, I am using the Duke Fishron wings. I am using these for extra movement speed. I recommend you use the Star Veil so the Moon Lord does not damage you as much. The Star Veil is very important for this fight because it gives you more invincibility frames, meaning your character will blink for longer, not allowing damage after being hit. The Ankh shield is a must for this fight. It grants you immunity to all debuffs and knockback. Now that you have all of your gear and potions situated, let's get into how to defeat the Moon Lord. Now guys, when the Moon Lord spawns in, he can only be damaged one way. The eyes on his hands and the eye on the top of his head. These eyes, however, can only be damaged when they are open, so make sure you are targeting the open eye. When all of his eyes are closed, stay focused on dodging his attacks. The Moon Lord has many attacks and I will cover the most important ones. The Moon Lord grants a debuff against you called the Moon Bite, and it prevents all life-stealing weapons. This means vampire knives will not work against him. When one of the eyes is defeated, it becomes a thorny surface that deals damage on contact. This means after defeating the eye on his head or hands, you should avoid it at all costs. Also, when you defeat an eye on his hands or head, it will come out and become True Eye of Cthulhu. This has 4 different attacks. It can spawn phantasmal spheres, phantasmal bolts. They can also charge up and shoot lasers at you, just like the top eye on the Moon Lord will, so be careful of those. For this fight guys, I recommend flying in circles to dodge the Moon Lord's attacks as best as you can. Another attack to be noted by the Moon Lord is that the mouth will periodically open and release Moon Leech Clots. If you do not kill these before they get back to the Moon Lord, he will heal for 1000 health. If you see these Moon Leech Clots come out of his mouth, defeat them as soon as possible. After following my tips by flying around and shooting your Vortex Beater, you should defeat all 3 eyes on the Moon Lord. After you have done this, the core of the Moon Lord will open up and be available for damage. This core resembles an opened up heart and is the last health bar for the Moon Lord. For this, I recommend concentrating all of your fire onto the core of the Moon Lord and not so much concentrate on avoiding attacks. The core of the Moon Lord is stationary and does not open or close, so it will be a much shorter part of the fight. Once you guys have defeated the core, you will see that Moon Lord dies and you have finally defeated the last boss in the game. Now that you have finally defeated Moon Lord, let's go over all of his drops. The Moon Lord may drop 70 to 100 Luminite ore, the Portal Gun, Greater Healing Potions, 14% for his mask, and 10% for his trophy. All at 11%. He may also drop the Meow Mirror, which is a sword, Terrarian Yo-Yo, Star Wrath sword, SDMG gun, Celebration gun, Last Prism, Lunar Flare, Rainbow Crystal Staff, Lunar Portal Staff. The Last Prism and Lunar Flare are magic weapons, and the two staffs are summoning weapons. His treasure bag is a 100% chance of dropping the Gravity Globe, which allows the player to control gravity, and the Suspicious Looking Tentacle, which is a light pet. I really hope this Moon Lord boss guide was informational to you guys. Hope it helped with the fight. Hope you guys defeat the Moon Lord as fast as possible. Hope you get all of his drops. They are really good drops, very useful weapons. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.